All right. um, so, hello, Bulavanaka, Nisa Bula, and welcome to another series of Day by Day. I literally just finished recording with also Khalil. Right now it's 5:30 in the morning, and I am now working on another song. So this song right here that you can see in front of you is Paid For, which is actually Kid J's new song that's coming out. We've recorded a few things here and there, um, but yeah, I'm going to be working on that right now. Um, for those who don't know, welcome. Uh, and for those who have seen my previous content, I used to make a lot of content, a fast, quick paced content, but people didn't see the amount of work that I had to actually put in the background to make all of that. Um, Even this kind of content right here is still a lot of work, um, but I wanted to create a series of me, pretty much it. Um, as simple as because I feel like there's other people out there like me, um, people who are trying to provide for their families, um, trying to hustle hard, but still trying to live their dream and make their dreams happen. Um, Guys, this life isn't for everyone, and this is what I wanted to show everyone is um, the things that people don't see, um, which is the hustle and the grind and the countless hours of putting into your hard work. Um, Even with making a song, making one song actually takes a lot of effort. Um, and before I get into this, I just wanted to just talk to you guys as well about my story and how I got into this. I've always been into music. I've always loved music, and it was actually my music teacher that taught me um, to find your passion and find your love. And if you really do find it, um, and you really do love it, you'll look for something within that passion um, to be able to pursue. I've also had another teacher who came to me and blatantly said, "There's no money in music, so just give up." Um, and I didn't listen to that person, and I'm grateful for it. Um, but I do see why that person gave up. Um, it's not easy. There's countless hours of work, and at the same time, too, you don't see results straight away financially. And I think that's the cutthroat thing that I just have to say straight up is that it's not that there's no money in music, it's that there's little. If you only have, um, if you only put in a little work, um, those little amounts of music that you'll make from one, amounts of money that you'll make from one song, actually accumulates. Um, and then if you make multiple songs, that's how you make money. And so that's why I love producing multiple songs, and I keep pushing this to the other artists that are within Kundu, so that they can keep pushing out music for you guys to enjoy. But at the same time, too, it helps us who don't have money like massive record labels do, and we're trying to do this on our own. It helps us really be able to make a little bit of coin as well from what we love to do. Um, so I just wanted to say that prior to me actually going into this with you guys. But this song is from Kid J, and there'll be a time where I'll be able to bring Kid J into here, and we'll be able to go through what this song is actually about. And this is his next song coming out. Now, I'm not going to play it completely, but I'm going to break it down. Um, and I'm going to actually take you guys through every piece that I work on. Um, so that you can also see, um, not for like selfish reasons, how much work goes into these things, but it's so that you can relate. Um, there are those of you that are out there that are working on something other than music, but you don't see the results straight away. Like, trust me, just put your head down, keep going, and when you find a little bit of money, and you can see that it can make, and that little bit might even be cents or something. And if you do see that it can happen through your passion, just double down on that thing, and you'll be able to see more than little cents, you know. But yeah, let me take you through this. Before I do, Kid J is our foundation artist. Um, and just like I did with Khalil, I'm going to bring Kid J in here as well so that you guys can get to know the real Kid J, and be able to relate. Some of you guys will be able to relate to his story as well and the type of person that he is. Um, and you can really hear it in his music. My process of working on Kajay's music is Kajay loves hip hop, of course, um, but he loves storytelling music. And um, when I think storytelling as a producer, I think more of instruments that help uh, conjure thinking, deep thinking, um, and help you also, um, like it could be either relaxing, um, it could be something that sparks thought. And those are the type of instruments that I like to use. Even samples and producers who are out there, that we use a lot of samples. And there are some samples in here as well. Um, I'm going to just take you through um, what I actually did with the beat. So I'm gonna mute these vocals, and I'm gonna start off with the intro of the song, and I'm just going to start off with one thing that KJ loves to do is he likes to actually start it off with a lighter, and that's kind of like his thing. Um, I know another artist that does it as well. Lil Wayne loves to do that, um, and KJ loves to do this as well. But he has a inhale and an exhale, and what I see as a producer is that helps people understand the story that it comes from, um, a time of contemplation, and a time of just deep thinking, you know. And so when you hear something like this, uh, I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah. Let me see if I can turn it off for you, but uh, let me see if you can hear it now. Cool. I apologize. My phone likes to do that. It likes to turn itself off. Um, Let me set this up again. But yeah. So that's the inhale, and he likes to put that into his songs. Um, and then from there, um, I've got him rapping in the background. And so if you hear it, it'll sound
Can
like
my
this.
mistakes, man, they all be paid for. Cause what made me smile then now feel so painful. They told me.
And then I found the sample, and it's got a whole bunch of instruments in it, and I really like it. Um, but what I did with the sample is I cut off all of those deep notes that are in there, and all of the high notes, and I just pinpointed a certain area inside of that makes it sound like airy, and that I really like, and it sounds like this.
Can my mistakes, man, they all be paid for. Cause what made me smile then now feel so painful. They told me that money can buy you keys to success. Didn't let me know that stress.
Cool. And so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Um, and so that was that's his intro. And then what I did was I took that same sample and I kind of opened it up, and then I added a few things. So I've got a kick in there, and I wanted that heavy kick, but not like overpowering. Yeah, and so we've got this kick here. Yeah, mm. And then I chuck in a snare that's in there, and you'll hear that. Um, then I do a little. There's this little snare that I like to do, and I like to do this a lot. I like to add this little snare in there to add a little bit of flavor in there. I don't like it when beats are just boom clap boom clap. I like adding little things in there, so you'll hear it when it's in here. So just that simple one, and the hi hat. Then the ticky one. And then we take that sample that we had, and then we add it onto here. So you hear it now. And so that's pretty much the beat. Um, so producing, half of producing really is looking for the sounds that really fit it. So that beat, it was easy for me to just unmute things and be able to play it, but there was a lot of thinking of what really supported Kid J's story, and what really fit what Kid J was talking about. I can bring out some vocals that are in there as well, um, and you'll be able to hear him rap in this. And so, just give you a sample.
Wow.
Actually, let's turn off everything else and let's just put on this vocal.
Always come back and hear my name, shit's lame. Making me crazy, going insane, no change.
As you can hear, there's a lot of like reverb and stuff like that. But the reason why is because we put reverb on things, because if you don't, it really sounds super dry, and it actually sounds like it was recorded on your phone or just recorded in the garage. Um, and so I'll turn off everything on there, so that you can actually hear that vocal.
Why always come back and hear my name, shit's lame.
You see, it's like really dry. And so when you add in everything else again, then you hear this.
Why always come back and hear my name, shit's lame.
Yeah. And so now when I add it in with the music, it'll sound like this.
Why always come back and hear my name, shit's lame. Making me crazy, going insane, no change.
Alright, and so I'm not gonna play the whole thing, because the song's not out yet. Right? But like I said, this is a behind the scenes, so you really do get to see what I work on, and how I'm working on it. Right now, I'm actually mastering the song. The mix to me sounds pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. In fact, in this, there's Kid J is actually singing some parts. So, there's. Let me see if I can find some singing in there. Maybe here. And then have a listen.
Nowadays you gotta say some slick shit to pass. I say fuck that.
Sorry for the swearing. But yeah, there's some singing parts in there, and because of that, I have to mix and master things a little bit differently, just to really match this. And so, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be working on this, and I'm going to master it, so that Jay can hear it for the first time. And then what I'm going to do is, when I have Kid J come in here, then he can listen to it, This is how I do it with all of the artists. I get them to come in here, and then they listen to the song for the first time when it's mastered, and I love to see their reactions. And I think that's something that we can also have tomorrow. Is I can play it for the first time for Good J with the headphones on, and just see what his reaction is and see how he loves it. Um, but that's what I really wanted to show you guys. Is that not only the process of what I'm doing and how much I'm working, um, but it's also to connect with those who are out there, who are working too. Um, and if you're watching this and it's the early hours of the day, and yet you already worked a full shift and now you're grinding hard, trying to start your own thing, you can do it, man. Um, and it does take a lot of work, and you know, I just wanted to say that I understand what you're going through, and just know that you have my support. If you're struggling with getting support from other people, or being around people who are like-minded, um, I'm someone who can be here for you, and I'm working alongside you. I'm grinding hard. Reach out as well. Let me know. I'll plug in our podcast as well, where we talk about motivation and also being able to strengthen other people out there who are trying to provide for their families. And it's called Rise Today Podcast. Um, but this side is the side of Kundu Studios, which is the other business that I am currently working on, um, alongside Perryman. Shout out to Perryman and shout out to Source, from Rise Today, and Kundu Studios. But I really wanted you guys to be able to see the behind the scenes, at the late hours of the night, early hours of the morning, um, and all of the different things that I love to work on, um, but I don't share with others, and I feel like it's my time to be vulnerable, and share with you guys that it's not as easy as just pressing a few buttons and that's it. It really is putting in a lot of effort. And so I just want to end it off with sharing with you guys the chorus of the song, um, so that you guys can really hear it. And yeah, make sure that when the song comes out that you do share it, because yeah, I love this piece.
And my mistakes, man, they all be paid for. Cause what made me smile then now feel so painful. They told me that money can buy you keys to success. Didn't let me know that stress comes with this shit. And my mistakes, man, they all be paid for. Cause what made me smile then now feel so painful.